Hello, I am Gipwin, and welcome
what they
back
call
to
one of them
Fallout
vault
4
dwellers.
Survival
I've heard of
Mode. Shush. 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 Doing my intro. Welcome back to Fallout 4 Survival Mode. I am Gepwin. We are here in Far Harbor, being talked to by every random person here. I just
Bring
need...
it on, Island.
Shush.
I can take it.
Shush. I need to pick up a couple of quests, and I need to get a little bit of equipment
Hey,
before...
could you keep it down? Some of us are trying to fish here.
Okay, fine.
You're that mainlander.
You have a quest. Just
Mrs.
let's
Dalton.
just take a quest.
You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, because this island sees and hears everything you do.
Sentient
I
Island.
should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
Sounds cool.
Sounds interesting. I'd like to hear it.
I thought you might say that. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for generations, even back before the war. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy, took too much from the island. The island's been getting revenge ever since, killing us off one by one. I'm the last Dalton still standing. But now our story takes an unexpected turn. A mysterious stranger comes to Far Harbor. Someone strong, someone capable. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family.
You're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you, because your part in the story is filled with danger. Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, not so much. He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard when it wants to be. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Of course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame that.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
Now, you definitely want to pick up at least this quest because you go straight by this place with Longfellow when you're on your way up to Acadia.
Food. Stim packs. Fully stocked.
Okay, yes. I also want to talk to the Mariner,
Your loved ones with my fine hand.
who we saw earlier was the one who yelled about the wall being attacked. Here be
hull
the
took
Mariner.
a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner, shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
Town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
I love the Mariner. She is my favorite character in this entire DLC. We're going to do all of her quests because she is awesome. Now, those are the only two quests you can pick up right now because no one actually trusts you. Why do I get duct tape and free stuff out of this cabinet? Alright, now I want
Bait shop's got it.
to see about getting some upgrades for my weapons and armor and whatnot.
Alan's got enough backbone to stand up to the
The hull
children.
needs
What are these
mending.
plates?
You
Huh.
know, it just don't build itself. I need proper wood, steel, nails, the like.
Nobody asked you to cobble together that stupid wall. You want yourself commodities? You know how to get them. Caps.
That stupid wall is the only thing that kept you stowaways alive. That and the mainlander.
The mainlander? Huh.
All your
What
medical
kept us safe was Harborman and the firepower I sold them. Want supplies? Tell you what. Apply that big old brain of yours to dealing with the real threat. Those children of Adam whack jobs.
Haven't you fouled up things enough, Alan? And now you mean to make it worse?
They're still alive, aren't they? Figure I got a whole lot more work to do.
No
Big
deal.
Chop's got everything
But
you need.
this isn't the last of it.
Sure the hell looks like it to me.
I hate Alan, but
The mainlander.
maybe I can buy some things
Great.
from you.
Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of hero? This is our fight. Our island. Not yours.
He never comes around, ever.
Hey, buddy. I was just trying to help.
Charity makes you weak. Makes you need it more and more. Until you're starving from the lack of it. What happens next time when you ain't here, huh? Or the next? Either us Harbormen survive on our own terms, or we take the long walk together. So if you're here to buy some ordnance, do your business. Otherwise, take the first boat out of here. Before the children of Adam or worse get you.
There's something for self-reliance, but, you know, if you refuse to accept help even when offered, you can only ever do as well as you can, which is never as good as you can with someone else.
Show me what you got.
You got it.
Now then, I don't want to give him money, but let's see, Admiral's friend, he's got double damage with target is full health, so this is an instigating harpoon gun, but look at the damage, it doesn't even do half of what our new instigating Gauss rifle does. I've never even had one. I keep reading of them, and they are glorious. Apparel. Everyone has a piece of legendary apparel somewhere. Where is it? Do they not have it till after the game? Huh. I thought everybody had like one piece and you had to go through and buy them all, but maybe they just appear in their inventory later? I'll have to keep checking back. I was hoping I could get a head start on that. Oh, fisherman's hat. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh, that's amazingly silly. Oh, it's just awesome. I think I can find it, though. Did you have any better armor? What's going on? You don't have any legendary armor? Okay. I thought you did. Anyway, I would like to buy a little bit of more 4.4 rounds if I can, because that's my like main secondary gun at the minute. I can mostly just trade ammo that I don't need for ammo that I do need. That works out. Still certain that somebody has legendary armor here. It must appear later, because that's the only thing I can think of.
You ain't long for this world. Buy
Excuse
my
me.
guns now.
Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
Let's see what you have.
Let's set you up.
But there we go. Marine Recon helmet. A lot of people have like one piece of this Marine Recon armor, and it's all absurdly expensive. Look at that. I have level 2 barter, and it's 10,000 caps. So we're going to need to figure that out a little bit. The helmet, though, is useless. I don't need it. We'll get a helmet that's non-legendary. All it does is 1 agility and 1 perception. It's not very good, and I'm not going to be wearing that helmet ever because I'm going to get a hat that I want. So overall, don't need to buy anything from you. But that Marine Recon helmet just shows you how expensive this stuff that I need is, and we need to start really focusing on making more and more and more caps really quick, because I maybe have enough to afford 1 piece of armor. Hey Doc, I think you have a unmarked
Another
quest
vulture
for me.
circling over Andre's body? He ain't dead. Wait, no. It's a mainlander. Well, welcome to my little clinic. If you need doctoring, speak up. I wish I had time for some proper conversation, but my work's never done.
Who's Andre?
Poor Andre is my patient over there. He spent too long a spell in the fog. You may think you know your mainland radiation poisoning, but we got our own special brand here.
Now, I have been carrying around
I
a
know
cure
a
for
few
this
things about
guy
medicine. Can I try to help
for
him?
like
You said
10 episodes.
What? You? Help? Well, poor Andre's got it bad. Good is dead. Well, I suppose there's no harm letting you have a poke, but I'll be watching you.
So what I can do here is go up to Andre. Hey,
Let's
Andre.
take a look.
Good conversation. So, I can improvise a treatment, which I need Intelligence 8, Medic 2, or Medic 2, which I could do, or I could use the mysterious serum, which I have been carrying around for ages, but I don't think I've ever improvised a treatment, and I have really high intelligence, right? Blood plasma, radway, and anesthetics. You managed to stabilize your patient.
Well, I'll be. I think you may have done it. I'll keep looking after Andre. But I think thanks to you, he's got a fighting chance.
You're a bad doctor. I have absolutely no experience in, I have absolutely no experience, but because my intelligence is at 10...
Food in front, dock in back.
It means you,
Great job.
oh, shush. It means I can cure your patient better than you. I guess I am technically as smart as a human being is capable of being. Now then, it is time to go get Longfellow. I love this lobster bake. This is amazing. This is the best. And look how the claws are tied together. Oh yeah, the lobster, this clam bake, lobster bake thing, it's just amazing. Gets to be a crab boil, technically. Even do some barnacles and just... Oh, I love this place.
Stim packs.
I would live here if I could.
Need to drown
If it weren't for the people, I would live up in Maine. But there's a lot of people who do not want to be near other people. And being a city person, that's not really my area. Like, no offense meant to people who don't like city living. I just do, and you kind of get into a bit of a conflict with people who don't. It's just kind of inevitable. You have very different ways of looking at the world. Alright, there was all my food. We also got some... Where'd that go? We should have grabbed some gulper stuff, which is new. It's always been on our things, but we should have had some, like, fried gulper innards or some such. I wasn't paying attention to what I made. We'll see when we eat it. Oh well. We can now go talk to Longfellow and start on the next part of his quest there. Alright, old Longfellow, we've been asked to speak with you.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia?
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Okay.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
Trust me, I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
Clever with words, are you? I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad-X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me, then.
Thank you. I have walking Rad-X. Now, you can do the speech check thing. You can buy him whiskey. The door's broken. You can buy him whiskey, you can pass one of the speech checks, or if you fail that and you have Valentine with you, he can convince him to take you, which is just kind of neat. I was hoping that would happen. I didn't know I would pass the speech check. I keep forgetting that my character has particularly high charisma. I'm not used to playing a high charisma character, honestly. I usually keep it right around 6 for the settlement stuff, but I went and got a lot of armor that gives me charisma. Whoa, Radstorm. These Radstorms are fun. They don't really give you as much radiation. They're more visual, and I love them. Alright, now let's get out our... This is our main mid-range gun now.
We need to move through the main track.
So...
Old Mountain Trail is where we're headed. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in the Commonwealth. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need. Tracks, fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
You know, I don't mind, but you are standing in radiation, right? You're stopping to talk like inside of a radiation cloud. Alright, the trappers should be kind of like right up here. There's one.
We ain't alone here.
Boom! See, that would be × 4 damage with an instigating gun.
There's someone or something else here.
Oh, come on. Oof, this gun does such a punch. I need to invest in that last couple points of gunslinger for this. Ah! Or not gunslinger. What is the pistol one? I don't know. Whatever it is that the pistol one is. And I cannot see who I'm shooting at over there, so I hope Longfellow is doing something, right? I also got to be careful because there's like one guy with a... there's usually a guy with a heavy weapon up here somewhere. But I actually can't see anything in this fog storm. One down. Is that Long... Okay, that's Longfellow and Nick. I don't know what they're doing over there. There's like one guy with a big old heavy gun around here someplace, and I don't know where. Come on. I shot your friends. Where'd you go? I'm being healed by the radiation, so I don't mind looking for you. Oh, there's one. Sup? Ooh. Look at that. It's like a flare gun to the face. I am so happy I found this thing. It has relatively rare ammo, but it is probably my best, like, mid-range sidearm. And it's awesome. I just wish I could find more ammunition for it easily. There was a dude in here, right? What you got? Just a hunting rifle. Now, I think we are about to be attacked by I'm ahead of you.
You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harbor woman out of you.
Okay, that's a really creepy laugh, dude.
See, the fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned around. Does something to your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now...
I'm pretty sure that they were about to be attacked by feral ghouls. Which actually, let's get out my shotgun, because I've got slightly more ammo.
I don't think we're alone.
Fog ghoul!
Take them all.
Oh, you took out the fog ghoul. Okay.
Here's the mountain trail.
Is that it?
Game trails crisscross the road, so don't be surprised if we got local.
Oh! Legendary. Hi. What we got? Disarm. Right. Oh. I hate you, stupid legendary ghoul. I don't know how much the stuff here levels with you. Like, I'm a ridiculously high level at this point. This DLC is for high level, but I think it's recommended for like around 30. Wolves!
Guess we got no choice.
Ow! Stop it! I really am trying to honestly practice.
Throw everything extra mean on the island. Still got a ways to go.
I'm really trying to practice not using VATS as much because I want to get my skills up for 76 where VATS is real time. And I don't... Whoa.
Crawler. They usually stick to the deep fog. Best we steer clear. But you never know.
Oh, what an awesome noise. Fog crawlers. They shall die because I have an instigating Gauss rifle. I'm gonna keep pronouncing it different ways every time just to piss off everyone equally.
Young lad, no higher than your knee. Whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before.
So he's saying that the fog going through the island was actually a natural phenomenon that had happened. There we go. Eliminate feral ghouls. They are right here, so I'm going to make a quick side trip, Longfellow, if that's okay. He says that the fog has happened before like this, and them all blaming the... Oh, sorry, gulpers. I'll help. Gulpers are like death claws, where you have to shoot them in the belly. There we go. Oh. That bleed damage should be taken care of. You.
We ain't alone here.
Gulper innards. These things also eat everything, so you never know what you're gonna find. Lurks.
Kick of the devil.
Ooh, viable blood samples. Nice. I'm gonna have so many of those things. There we go. And then I still want to try to take on the fog ghouls over here, because we're running right by. Longfellow will wait a minute. Fog ghouls aren't too bad. Look at that lake. This place is gorgeous. And I love it, especially when you randomly hit a clear day. Let's just start by throwing a grenade into that barn. Oh yeah, look at that. We killed one already. And two with one shot. Oh, wonderful. Should have grabbed that duct tape. Duct tape was always welcome. And then you are like a quest marker, so you must be alive. And let's see, one more. You actually have to kill all of them in this quest. It's not it's not like the other ones where you just have to take out the one guy who's marked. There we go. Completed eliminate the ghouls. So we've taken out all the ghouls at the campground. Oh, that was a legendary. I accidentally robots, but on the legs, which I always use for running. These boots are made for walking, not fending off damage from robots. Oh, and a little campground? So is this where her cousin died? You can sleep! You can sleep in the tent! I didn't know you could sleep in the tent. You know what? We're like halfway through here. We just finished a quest. Let's sleep in the tent. I don't think I've ever really found that before. That's cool. Harpoon, no, those things are heavy. What's in this little thing back here? Just to check, I want to make sure I'm not missing a magazine or something. Oh, look at all the cement. I might have to come back here later when I can afford to carry stuff back to a settlement. All that cement. Cement is so hard to find and so heavy. Alright, I think I don't have any magazines over here, so back on the road again. On the road again. I just want to be on the road again. I'm all thirsty now from lack of water, friend. Longfellow ran off. On the road again. Oh, hi there.
That was refreshing.
Wow. Okay, that stinks. Lots of legendaries so far, but they've all been horrible. Where is you going? You need to go back and reset your position because I ran off, don't you?
Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them. You're going down!
Bottle caps, thank you.
Take them all.
Now, give me this blight stuff. I think you can use that for some cool crafting. And this is the only place you can get it, so, you know, give me all of it.
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Oh, whoa, let's just settle down, okay?
You're right. Waste of ammo.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
All right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed beneath sacred fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
Oh my god. I need to turn those off. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see.
Worthy? What do I have to do to join?
There is a ritual his children must perform. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with entrance into our family.
Suppose I've got nothing better to do.
Adam usually prefers those with a bit more fervor. But nonetheless, if you wish to test his favor, Seek the nucleus.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on.
Okay, whatever. We can go seek the nucleus. I actually am sort of a child of Adam at this point because I don't really
Acadia's not too far now.
get hurt by radiation, which is kind of their whole thing. So, with all my perks, I've kind of made myself a child of Adam build. And here we be at Acadia. Looks like an old observatory.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right, but I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do. Got a chill in my bones that won't come out.
He comes around.
Too many nights out sleeping in the fog.
He comes around to me quick. Now I want... Ooh, nice. Walk in the park. I want Nick with me for the Arcadia stuff. Acadia stuff. It's so easy to say Arcadia. The Acadia stuff. But I do want to travel with Longfellow. Ooh, that is available. Thank you. So when we get back to town, I'm going to switch out Nick for Longfellow, but I want Nick with me for all of these parts. It's going to be a lot of companion juggling. And... oh my god, it's that guy from all the trailers.
When I climbed this mountain, above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you, as long as you welcome us.
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling, but I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own, and I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
All right, Dima. We'll humor you. Keep talking.
This all started over a century ago, when we were first created. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors. I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
There's absolutely no way to know, and I didn't see any evidence that she was, particularly aside from some dreams.
Why are you asking?
Because she came here with that very question, and the answer changes every part of her world. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
Pretty sure not.
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I was with my husband. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my son, Sean. And... well, lots happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here, whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, It finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
So, everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them. You're from the Commonwealth, like Kasumi, yes? I'm sure you've had your own experiences with my kind.
Well, I know Nick, obviously.
Yes. Of course. What else can I do for you?
Think that should be it.
I should get going.
Of course.
You were in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
So I can talk to the other 2 people, like this dude. And I need to explore around this place for a bit, but...
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
That's it? Okay. And Nick's just sitting. Faraday. Faraday, I like your cage.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Okay, we've got a quest. We got a boat. I need to drink some food and water, though, because I've been talking to people for long enough that I'm starving. Now, I got some of that. Is there a drinking fountain around here? And does it function? Excellent. I love it when the drinking water is pure and fresh. So, I talked to him. There's another person I'm supposed to be looking for here. And also take surgical trays. Oh, and a technical document for the Brotherhood. Wonderful. I can't get into that, and 4.5. I need 4.4. 4.4 ammo.
Yes?
4.5 is too big. There you are. You're the other person I'm supposed to talk to.
Excuse me. You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
You really did very little to cover your tracks, honestly.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
I'll find out what I can.
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Now, I like what they do here. Like, this is a fun place, and it's a good idea to give the, like, synths a safe haven thing. And they disagree with what the railroad's doing, which we haven't really got into very much yet. But the railroad does kind of mind wipes to hide synths, and they're like, well, that, you know, is basically the same as killing them, so why would you do that? And I kind of agree with that. But I don't necessarily agree with the way Dima, like, tells everyone they might be a synth and makes them question things like that. Because, well, it could be a good thing to, like, let people know the signs and maybe, you know, they can think about it.
I understand
He's
you've
very
seen a good bit of
forceful,
our
and it's very easy to
do you
kind of
think?
implant false memories. I mean, you can't easily, like, they'll never stand up to that much scrutiny, but you can do that false memory thing. I mean, some of that's been disproven at, like, how much you can actually do. They won't stand up to too much scrutiny. You can't give anything too bad, but you can kind of convince people a little bit. And if you put a lot of social pressure on them, like being here in a big community full of synths, they might go along with something they don't necessarily fully believe. So I would prefer a little less pressure on people.
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
Oh, hi.
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Now we're talking.
Let's see what we got. And I want to try to clarify something because I'm uncomfortable with the way that my mind jumped to false memories, because those false memory studies with, like, the mall and stuff from the 80s that led to a bunch of hysteria were, like, thoroughly disproven. You can kind of implant ideas, like if you tell someone that something happened to them over and over under the right circumstances, they can kind of say that it was, but the minute they actually try to think about it too much and recall it, it all breaks down. It doesn't stand up to any kind of reasonable scrutiny at all. Alright, there's the metal chest piece. Reduces damage while standing and not moving, and I want it, but look how much it is. So he has one of the pieces. That's one of the pieces that I need. It is way better than my current armor, which would be my current chest piece is 35-35. This recon chest piece is 52-51-10, which is just better overall. But I just need to, I don't know, sell a lot of stuff. I don't think I have any way that I would be able to, like, you know, sell enough to get that. I'm gonna sell all this stupid armor that I don't need though, because right now I don't have a good place to store most of it. What I do need is a lot of charisma boosting things. That might help. Let's just find... Ooh, Cog's journal. It's this. Helped Faraday move some of Dima's equipment to the observatory area bad enough those things are so heavy. Faraday always insists I empty my pockets in case I'm carrying something that would disrupt the sensitive instruments. I get it, the boy's in love, but what could whack with Dima's computers was a sledgehammer. It wouldn't do a thing. So we're on the upper deck of the observatory. I finished putting everything on the table, and Chase comes and starts yelling at Faraday about some emergency meeting they're supposed to have. Of course, Faraday leaves me to push around the computers on my own. Went to Dima, complained. He says they need to focus on the negativity within and accept the people around as they are. Another Sunday in Arcadia. I'm going to keep saying Arcadia, dang it. So there's a usable bed back here. That's good because I am tired. Just want to come talk to everybody.
Arcadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting, but it means there's hope, right?
That's a good attitude. Hope can get you through the worst of times.
Believe me, I know. When I first escaped, I had no idea what to do with myself. I was so lost, so scared. But I heard rumors of Chase and what she was doing, that she was bringing people to a safe place. A place just for us. And now here I am, for all it's worth.
You're lucky to have found a place in the world.
Yeah, I guess. This just wasn't where I thought I'd end up. Any of it. I've just got to keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
Oh, that's a bad... I hate that. I shouldn't have encouraged him so much. It was a mistake. You should never be just to like, well, it's better than being dead, I guess. That's a very low bar. And
I've just got to keep
it's
telling
one we need to
myself
stop
I'm
telling
better
people
off
to
here
shoot
than
for. Here, B. Islander's Almanac.
Excellent.
10 receive less damage from radiation-based attacks, which is awesome. What else we got here? A lot of people are asleep. What time is it? It is 2 a.m., so I guess I will go to bed and then talk to people in the morning. Oh, who are you, though?
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
I've literally seen nothing but from the harbor to here, but it's amazing.
It's kind of beautiful in its own way.
That's refreshing. Most don't view it the same. I'm glad someone else can see it. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
That sounds like a noble goal.
Well, thank you. I wish more shared the sentiment. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
Oh, cool.
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you. Okay. What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster, that has survived remarkably well. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. Before the war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more appealing.
I have some flowers for you.
I'm sorry, is this a joke I'm not in on? If you do actually find any, I'll be happy to take them.
Oh, I thought I might have had flowers. Darn, but that's good to know we can pick up flowers. Right, sleeping. I was going to use your bed. Cog, that alright? Because it's marked as usable. This music reminds me of Majora's Mask. That song of healing.
Something?
Arcadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us.
I love the music here. I've turned it up slightly. People can let me know if it's too much, but I did turn the music up slightly so that we could hear it. It's amazing and I love it. Hello, you I think are the proper shop.
On staying long.
Is there a problem with my being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
You can relax. I'm not a threat.
Just don't cause any trouble. You want to buy something or what?
I do.
Let's see what you got.
Don't touch everything, okay?
Don't touch everything. He's got a lot of electromagnetic charge packs. That could be worth grabbing a little bit. Ghoul Slayer's handmade thingamabob. Okay, I mean, that's added by a little, like, workshop thing I got. What else we got for legendaries, dude? Do you have any of that armor I'm looking for? Nope, just a couple of legendary weapons, and they seem to be random legendary weapons, not unique ones.
So you're that new gal from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
Getting better every day, I think.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I would like to see it again someday, once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose, but honestly, it does get a bit boring.
You're safe here. That's what really matters.
I suppose. One could do with a little excitement now and then, though. Don't you think?
I like her.
I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
Did I talk to you? Who's you?
Did you need something?
Hi.
Oh yeah, I did talk to you.
I've just gotta keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
I've already said I'm gonna help you. What else we got? Nothing. This is mostly sleeping quarters, so...
You're new here too.
Oh, hi, Cole.
I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
I'm sorry to hear that you suffered.
Thanks, but it doesn't matter now. I'm here, and I'm safe. And I'm never leaving. I'll see you around, okay?
I was short. How about you,
New
Julie?
girl, right? Must be, because I don't recognize you. Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
Sorry. Didn't mean to bother you.
It's not your fault. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
Ooh.
What do you mean, mind wipe?
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're a synth on the run. You go to someone, you get a new face, and they wipe your mind so the Institute can't find you. Only somebody screwed mine up. So here I am. Now just, please, leave me alone.
If it weren't for Dima, most of us would probably be dead.
That's so sad, and that's why people shouldn't be getting mind wipes. Poor girl. Now then, this goes upstairs. I need to go downstairs. Fine. That was easy. I think...
Circuitry is completely fried.
There you go, Kasumi.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me? Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Why are you separating yourself verbally from your family?
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Ray are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
If something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening.
I don't know how you could. Wait, of course you can help. You find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And That's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
This'll be easier if I just talk to Dima. Convince him that he needs to be honest with us.
All right. Good luck. Let me know what you find out.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
I swear someone has the key to that storage room. Maybe Cog? He's always moving supplies around as they come in.
Hey.
Oh. Yep, Nick. Okay.
Hey.
Do something for you?
Hey, Valentine.
Any chance you got a second now?
Of course, Nick. What's up?
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but, well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long as I can remember, I've been getting these, flashes. Memories of places I've never been. Things I've never seen. Memories of Nicks. They're not bad, they're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am. That I'm not a person at all. I'm just a machine, pretending to be human.
You think, you feel? You're more than pretending, Nick.
Yeah, nice of you to say, but your kind don't usually have to deal with someone else's whole life trapped inside their skulls. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
You've already built a life for yourself, Nick. You've got the agency, a home, friends.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're a real good friend. Thanks.
So that's his old... Oh, wow, that was creepy. It's a very creepy smile, Nick.
You know, there is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Faraday is probably the
Sure
smartest
thing.
person
What's the
here.
case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
Eddie Winter was from my time. Real scumbag.
The story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
You've really done your homework on this guy.
I have. and I uncovered a doozy. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter. Safe and sound. Ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
Good. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's. I managed to snatch from the Cambridge Police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. On my way out the door, I spotted an active evidence terminal. I'll bet my hat that terminal is the key to finding the rest of the tapes. Probably worth revisiting any police departments you may have stumbled across in your travels as well.
Okay, so we started Nick's side quest. Do you have anything you want to say about Dima? Nick.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Come on. Nope. Come on. Talk.
Nick.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
Oh, I actually found some.
Still searching for him.
Just let me know. Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
Alright, let's go talk to Dima, and that'll probably be our last thing for today. Maybe I'll go try to find the keys for his warehouse thing. We read Cog's note, and he said that he was hanging
I
around
can't wait to get out of here and travel.
upstairs. Hi, Cog.
Excuse me.
Need something?
Hey, Kasumi said she needed the key to the storage room downstairs. Can I borrow it?
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, you could, but I lost it. Should never have agreed to help Faraday move all that equipment in the observatory. Like there could be anything I'm carrying that's going to damage Dima's computers. I was shoving things around in that upper floor that circles the wall of the telescope room, if that helps.
So we can find a key. I like to do the long way quest on things. Let's go see if we can find a key. I'll drink some water on the way. We got free water. Some of the only clean water on this frickin' island. We can just go up here. I can talk to Dima too, but I kind of want to see their little quest line. So, he was up here, moving stuff around. Table all the way at the end. Storage room key. Gain access to the storage room. Let's go storage room, because there's no way that I can hack a master lock terminal. I mean, maybe Nick can. Let's see, actually. I've never tried to get a companion to do something like that. Maybe Nick can hack a terminal. Let's see. Nick? Alright, fine. I can't do it. Let's go downstairs to that, storage room. Should be right over here somewhere, right? Unlock the storage room. And we're in. Eavesdrop on meeting.
We need to accomplish this without bloodshed. Far Harbor and the children of Adam have a right to exist on this island, the same as us.
They're going to kill each other, Dima. There's no stopping it. We need to pick a side now.
Haven't we already picked a side? Building the fog condensers around Far Harbor wasn't exactly a neutral act.
We couldn't stand by and let the people of this island die to the fog.
Just like you couldn't just leave the Cult of Adam without a home? Giving them the submarine base was a mistake. The nucleus, as they're calling it, is basically one big fortified position.
Far Harbor had cast them out. They have strange beliefs, but they have always accepted us for what we are. And Confessor Martin was a friend.
Well, the new Confessor isn't. High Confessor Tectus is an unstable megalomaniac, and he's gonna keep threatening us as long as we're helping Far Harbor.
Guys, can we talk about the elephant in the room? We keep dancing around it.
My old memory banks in the submarine base.
I can't believe you never told me about those. I have to wait until they become a security risk.
I know how it looks in hindsight, but at the time, it was an act of trust. I was honestly more worried they'd accidentally trip the pre-war security and get hurt, giving the children my old home, allowing them to safeguard my old memories. I thought our people would be working together.
Just how secure are the banks? How long do we have? And what's in them?
I've gone over this before, Chase. I don't know what's in them. That's how it works. It's as close to forgetting something as I have, but I've run some projections of worst-case scenarios. If we do nothing and the wrong knowledge falls in the wrong hands...
So send me over there. I'll be in and out in a day.
We can't risk it. They know you're from Acadia. If you're caught, or even seen, then it's war.
We should at least prepare her to go in. We're running out of options. I say we tell her how to crack into the memory banks.
You've been working on this without me?
It came up in a private moment, Chase. But yes, we've been writing a program that will let you access and download my memories. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
I'm finishing up some tweaks to the program right now. I'll leave a copy of it for you on my desk when I'm done.
Get the program, use it to break into the memory banks. Got it.
Hopefully you won't have to. We'll keep monitoring the situation. I only want you going in if we have no other choice.
Dima's got his fingers everywhere on this island. And whatever's in his memories isn't something we can wait for someone else to find.
Well, let's go talk to Dima. I wanted to see this. Interestingly, his little speech that he gives to Cassidy, master locked, about how to use the hacking program. I'm pretty sure that is the same one that he gives you if you just go talk to him and ask to use ask to help. That's what I was trying to say.
Katie's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
Sure. None of these are fusion cores, right? No. Okay. Do we have any more books? Always on the lookout for skill magazines. Antibiotics. Thank you. Always antibiotics. Always, always, always take antibiotics. Let's go talk to Dima, and then we'll be pretty much done for today because we spent the entire hour in here talking to everyone.
Hey, Dima.
Yes. What is it?
Well, I know you left some of your memories behind in an old submarine base. That you're worried the children of Adam will get to them.
You've been busy. I was hoping you were taking your time learning more about us. Huh. I suppose you have. Maybe this is an opportunity for both of us. I can't send any of my people without risking the children of Adam linking them back to Acadia. But you're new to the island.
All right. I'm listening.
Before I begin, how much do you know? Did you have any questions for me? About Far Harbor, the children of Adam, or my memories?
You're keeping Far Harbor safe, is that it?
Not exactly. They're fiercely independent. But the fog was starting to choke more and more of the island. So I proposed a trade. We would give them the technology to keep the fog at bay, in return for them being a lifeline to the outside world. A safe dock, and a place to buy supplies. Unfortunately, the children of Adam view the radioactive fog as a holy portent, and their bloodied history with Far Harbor puts us at odds.
The children of Adam on this island. You were helping them?
Yes. I know their faith in radiation as a type of god is a bit different, but who am I to judge? I was using a submarine base as a home when Martin and his followers stumbled inside. They had been cast out of Far Harbor for their beliefs. When I left to found Acadia, I knew the base would be in safe hands. They needed a home, a place to belong, just like I did. But now Martin is gone, and his successor, Tectus, wants to finally end the feud with Far Harbor by letting the fog swallow them.
I know all I need to.
Then my plan is simple. Pose as a recruit and infiltrate the Children of Adam. Gain access to their base. In the old command center, guarded by some pre-war security measures, you'll find my memory banks. I'll give you the program you need in order to access my memories. Bring me anything you find. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
I'll get your memories, Dima.
If we're lucky, the pre-war defenses have kept the Children of Adam at bay. But that means you'll have to get past them yourself. One more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, don't assault the Children of Adam directly. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace. If you attack them, they'll consider themselves at war with the outside world.
If we find anything suspicious in those memories of yours, we'll be back. Count on it.
Are they gonna talk? Where's Nick going? Nope. Okay. I now need to head back down to Longfellow's cabin. Look at all these things we found. We got old pond house, we got the pass, got a park, got a bunch of stuff in Far Harbor. Look at all those quest markers. There's Longfellow's cabin. I want to go there. You can fast travel to the Commonwealth if you are not playing on a non-fast travelable character. Look at all of this. This is a big old place. Alright, back down to get our new settlement and change out companions. Oh, and the fog's cleared. Look at this place. Look at all this. So Far Harbor is... wait, what do they want me to do here? Oh, report back to Kasumi. Alright, fine. If it'll keep the poor girl from worrying.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the Children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the Children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the Children of Adam, of course.
Yeah, it's fine.
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. I'll bet that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure out things from there.
Good luck.
Alright, got that going. Now then, we go back to Far Harbor like I wanted to.
Here are the local police. I have my hands full helping my people.
You need it? The bait shop's got
One more person to talk to.
Ah, you there. Are you that detective I've heard about?
I guess you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I wasn't sure how I was ever going to find you.
Sounds like we may have another case on our hands.
I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts. I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Who's the victim?
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but it's Ezra Parker, the financier of the hotel. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Who are your employers?
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Not yet.
Ah, you must have supplies you need to procure. I shall wait for you at the edge of town.
Okay, so we will go find her later. Let's just fill out the rest of these little quests here.
Anything, stranger?
I need to talk to you about a missing synth.
Yeah? Well, it's not something I talk about with outsiders. So you can either buy something or move along.
I'm working with Chase. She told me that your designation is L792.
Okay, I believe you. Keep it down, all right? It's real private information. I know the synth you're talking about. He's a younger guy. Maybe early 20s with white hair. Goes by the name Derek. Thing is, he showed up way earlier than he was supposed to. Thought a courser was on his tail, so he rushed the timetable. To be honest, the guy was a wreck. He was scared shitless, looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes and attracting unwanted attention. Tried to calm him down, but he panicked and ran off into the fog. That was the last I saw of him.
Relax. I'll take care of this.
Sorry. My nerves are a little shot right now. Look, if you're really going after that synth, I'm pretty sure he took the road south out of town. Maybe you could head that way. Just be careful out there. And thanks. There aren't many who'd go out in the fog to help a synth, especially one they don't even know. I feel like shit about what happened. I really do. I hope you can make it right.
Now, I wanted to talk this guy's up.
The doctor has said in time, I will fully recover. He says this is your doing, but I do not know you.
I was just doing my civic duty.
You're obviously not from here. Gratitude. It's a hard thing out here. So, yeah, this island. It has taken my husband. It has taken everything. This island is a sickness. Don't you see? It's evil. As soon as I am well, I am going to grab as many guns as I can carry, and I will slaughter everything in my path until the island is clean, or I am no more.
You're in pain. I've been there. But your plan is unreasonable. It's find a purpose, some constructive purpose to keep you going.
You wouldn't know. Once, Far Harbor was, well, not thriving, but alive. I'll think on what you said.
Yay, we saved his life twice. Where'd the doctor go? Does he like what we did? He's asleep.
Mariner says
Hey,
the
Doc.
fog's alive. Can hear you. So mind what you say.
Your patient, Andre, he's walking around. If I'm not too careful, there's gonna be 2 doctors in the harbor.
How's it going?
People around here have had a hard go of it, and manners on this island are a bit sparse in the best of times. Mainlanders tend to be a bit friendlier, all told, so I always enjoy the extra company.
Not interested.
Lucky you.
The children of Adam are
Okay,
trying to
what
kill
do you
us
want,
all.
Sandra?
Drive us into the ocean.
Sandra?
Talk with Alan. I don't have time for you.
Okay. I will go turn in the other quest, and then we will go see Longfellow.
Damn those feral ghouls. And damn the island for sending them after Petey.
I wiped out the feral ghouls at the campground.
The hero of our saga returns triumphant. Ha ha! I bet the island didn't see that coming. It's only right you get paid for your troubles. Here's 200 caps for you.
I wasn't looking to get paid. I'm just happy to help you out.
You're a good person. I can see that. I've been thinking about what's next, and then it came to me. We all love our grandparents, don't we? Kind, gentle, doting, love to spoil you. You'd never want something awful to happen to them. Nobody would. That's why it broke my heart when I lost Grandpa George.
I'm sorry. You must have been very fond of him.
Everybody was. But that didn't matter to the island. Oh no. He was cursed the moment he was born adult. He had a farm little ways north of here. Lived a peaceful life, working the land and not causing anyone trouble. The island sent something after him. A huge monster, mean as spit and with claws to snap steel beams. A fog crawler. Grandpa bravely stood his ground, a shotgun in his hands, holding off that terror while the farmhands fled back here. If you can take out that shell-backed devil, it'll send a message loud and clear that says the Daltons never forget when they've been wronged.
That fog crawler's gonna pay. For Grandpa George.
That's the spirit.
Hunter saw flickering lights by E.
There we go.
Meadows. All unnatural like.
Okay. Flickering lights by Evelyn
Louise
Meadows.
sell guns. Over by the tourist shop.
Yeah, I know. Let's
I
just
can
I'm gonna
use time.
swim out here.
With ordnance like that, no wonder you wiped out those crabs.
There. That's fast. I can jump off the edge of the pier and not take rads because of Aqua Girl. One of the most broken perks in the game. I love it. Now also these fog condenser things are cool because you can grab condensed fog as a junk item. And condensed fog is 3 steel and 1 oil. So these things just regenerate steel and oil all the time. It's awesome. They're the best things. I'm going to connect this place up later to the mainland and it'll let us build. You can connect your provisioners up to Far Harbor. So let's find this workbench so we can activate that and get to building. I think it's right here. There we go. Yeah, so we can build here now. I need to get a person here that I can send back to the mainland, but that also means, oops, I can drop stuff. Also, rad stag meat, thank you. Drop off all that junk I've been grabbing. Then I can build a place to store my guns and things, and also Longfellow wanted to travel with me. Where is he? It's an owned bed. I need my own bed, apparently. Ill infection. Oh, that's the worst one because that just kills you slowly. Dang it. Fine. I hate how sleeping anywhere gets me sick. It shouldn't. Alright, I can't find Longfellow. So we're going to find him. He's probably in the bar or something that I missed. But we're going to go find him at the beginning of next episode and do some more traveling around the island. This was a very talk-heavy episode, but I did that so that we could get all the front-loaded questing and talking out of the way. And next episode or two will be mostly exploring and action, which is my favorite part of Far Harbor overall. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like so I know to make more content like this. And if you really did want to see all of the Fallout Far Harbor-y things I am going to be doing, then you can subscribe for all of my videos. I am Skepin. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.